Why Blake Lively didn't quite fit the role of Serena? How did Gossip Girl hamper Chase Crawford's career? And who from the cast wouldn't mind joining the reboot? Hi, Upper East Siders. I'm Janet. Let's spill some tea. Blake Lively as Serena Vanderwoodson. It's hard to believe, but at the verge of Gossip Girl's creation, there was skepticism around Blake Lively delivering as the show's It Girl. The production team thought that she looked too sunny California to play an Upper East Side debutante. Despite the doubts, in the span of 5 years, the blonde beauty was invariably proving she was the right choice for the role. Further into the show's run, Blake Lively also started joining huge household names on the big screen. Savages marked a big departure from Gossip Girl for her. And then came The Age of Adeline, The Shallows, A Simple Favor, opposite Anna Kendrick, and The Rhythm Section with Jude Law. What a diversity of characters. And it didn't end there. Off-screen, the actress was the face of L'Oreal and Gucci's campaign, Chime for Change. And she's her own stylist. Lively considers herself a foodie and cook, and a celebrity homemaker. She even designed some of her friends' homes just for the fun of it. Right now, Blake's working on relaunching her lifestyle website, Preserve, but she admits she gives most of herself to her family. All my eggs are in one basket, and that's my family, the actress said. That's where my heart is. That's where my everything is. The Gossip Girl star met her husband, Ryan Reynolds, when filming Green Lantern. They didn't get involved right away, though, as Blake was dating Penn Badgley, and Ryan was married to Scarlett Johansson at the time. But within a year, Lively and Reynolds finally got together and tied the knot in 2012. Since then, the inspiring couple has welcomed 3 adorable daughters, James, Inez, and Betty. Despite occasional rumors about the spouses heading for divorce over Reynolds' alleged infidelity or some other nonsense, in reality, the couple are doing just fine. And they constantly make hilarious jabs and jokes with each other on Instagram. We'll drop a tiny spoiler here by saying that Blake Lively seems to be the one cast member who has moved the furthest away from Gossip Girl. A couple of years ago, she was still hesitant whether she would like to reunite with them for the reboot. But recently, the actress confirmed that she's definitely not involved. And what about her ex-boyfriend? Penn Badgley as Dan Humphrey. There was no other who could play the one and only Dan Humphrey. Like, literally. Initially, Penn Badgley turned down the role, but producers struggled to find someone else to fill it, so Penn accepted after all. What a relief. Starring in Gossip Girl definitely boosted Badgley's popularity. Following the comedy, Easy A with Emma Stone, the actor's breakthrough role was that of the musician Jeff Buckley in Greetings from Tim Buckley. In 2 years, Penn started his own musical career in an indie pop band, Mother. But back to acting. If you've missed him since the 121 episodes of Gossip Girl aired, dive into his latest show, You. The Netflix thriller about the maniac-ish bookstore manager already has 2 seasons out, so catch up before the 3rd season releases later this year. We've already mentioned that the romance between Serena and Dan extended to real life for the actors who played them. After 3 years of dating Blake Lively, Penn fell into the arms of fellow actress and singer Zoe Kravitz. Ultimately, Badgley gave his heart to musician Domino Kirk. The couple dated for 3 years before they got married in 2017. Already a stepfather to Domino's son Cassius, Badgley became a father to their mutual son James in autumn of 2020. Would he agree now to reunite with the good old cast to give Gossip Girl another shot?
I can't see how it would happen, just for so many reasons, and they don't even have to do anything to do with me. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Despite the fact that Penn told the fans they shouldn't hope for Dan's comeback in the HBO Max reboot, he is not indifferent to the show's fate.
I'm so interested to see what it's like. I'm so interested. I wish him well. I'm also interested to see how people react to it.
Maybe we'll see the return of the fabulous Serena's BFF, Leighton Meester as Blair Waldorf. Leighton Meester's life was nothing like Blair Waldorf's. She was born in a Texas prison and had to struggle to make her way up in life at a pretty young age. Despite the drastic difference between her and her character, Meester delivered what is now considered to be the iconic portrayal of the overachieving, dramatic, snobby, yet sensitive New York socialite. The young actress confessed, "Gossip Girl was a life-altering experience. I can't even imagine what my life would be had I not had that, and I feel like the luckiest girl in the world." Outside of Gossip Girl, Meester's most notable appearance was in the role of aspiring country singer Charles Stanton in the 2010 drama Country Strong, opposite Gwyneth Paltrow. Performing the songs in the movie was not the first time Meester showcased her vocal talent. She had already astounded her fans by featuring in several songs, and later releasing a whole studio album, Heartstrings. She also played on Broadway alongside James Franco and appeared in independent movies, one of which changed her life for good. After splitting up from Sebastian Stan, who she dated for 2 years, while they were both starring in Gossip Girl, Meester met her future husband on the set of The Oranges, former OC star Adam Brody. 3 years later, the couple got married in a very private ceremony, and within a year, the newlyweds became parents of their first child, daughter Arlo. Leighton's motherhood experience definitely helped her land the main role in the ABC sitcom Single Parents. And in 2020, the star gave birth to a baby boy. Though the couple stays notoriously private about their children, Meester told Us Weekly that she would kill somebody or die for them. Feeling Blair Waldorf's attitude here. Speaking of Blair, is there hope of Meester reprising her role in the upcoming reboot? In 2017, the actress said, "If everyone was into it, and if the timing was right, I don't want to say no, never. Well, Blake Lively and Penn Badgley are out. Maybe Blair's husband is in?" Ed Westwick as Chuck Bass. It's impossible to think of someone else in the role of the resident bad boy and anti-heroic playboy, Chuck Bass, than British Ed Westwick. The character's on-off romance with Blair Waldorf was one of the show's major ongoing storylines. While off-screen, Westwick got into a 2-year relationship with another Gossip Girl castmate, Jessica Zor. There's one connection Ed made which did last though, his friendship with Chase Crawford. So cute. Besties on and off-screen. Westwick even shared an apartment with Crawford in Manhattan during the first 2 years of shooting, and they remained close even after moving on from the show. But if Chase has something pretty cool going on in his career now, which we'll talk about in a minute, Ed has been going through trials and tribulations in recent years. The next notable show after Gossip Girl for Westwick was Wicked City. Then the actor joined Rupert Grint in Snatch. But Ed's biggest career move so far was the BBC Two sitcom White Gold. Just when things seemed to pick up for Ed, he was accused of sexual assault by 3 separate women. In 2018, Westwick was cleared of charges due to insufficient evidence in the 3 cases. But the allegations had him dropped from the BBC adaptation of Agatha Christie's Ordeal by Innocence and led to Series 2 of White Gold being paused. During that turbulent period, the star was in a long-term relationship with Jessica Serfati. Though she was supportive of her boyfriend, their romance ended soon after the case was resolved. For almost 2 years now, Westwick's believed to have found happiness with Tamara Francesconi, who claims her boyfriend is a great kisser. As for Ed Westwick's career, time will tell how it pans out. What we know for sure is that he's not a fan of the idea to revive Chuck Bass in the HBO's reboot of Gossip Girl. It's such a strange thing to think about. It feels like we only just finished, and I haven't done enough in between yet to feel like I could comfortably revisit it. And I did so much with that character, it's played out, man. It's done. Westwick added that the only chance of him playing Chuck again would be if he was offered $1 million and if Netflix did the reboot. Pretty harsh. Yet, so Chuck Bass. What does his longtime friend think about this whole reunion thing? Chase Crawford as Nate Archibald. Gossip Girl's Golden Boy was a door-opening character for Chase Crawford. He felt comfortable with moving to New York, being treated like royalty in the Palace Hotel, and showered by all the attention that followed. But towards the end, it seemed like the show closed doors for Chase, just like it did the opposite at first. Crawford admitted that the status of heartthrob guy from Gossip Girl followed him and resulted in typecasting that hampered his career steps. He almost lost the part of Manson's right-hand man in Charlie Says because he appeared too good-looking. It's frustrating when you know you're not getting cast because you look, well, because you're a heartthrob from this thing, he says. I know this happens and it's okay. Since Gossip Girl wrapped up, Crawford has started indie movies and in the Blood and Oil show, but it all went almost unnoticeable until The Boys.
He's with us.
It's hard to recognize Nate in Chase Crawford's portrayal of the Deep in the Amazon hit series. It's certainly more interesting than the stuff I've played in the past, Crawford says. It's a nice change-up. Also, you can't help but notice that growing older really becomes the actor. He's on the dating market, by the way. Out of multiple past rumors about his romances, only 3 were confirmed. The most recent long-term relationship Crawford had was with actress Rebecca Rittenhouse. Since they broke up in 2019, Chase has been dating around, but nothing serious. Meanwhile, the boys star keeps in touch with his Gossip Girl castmates, like his on- and off-screen best friend, Ed Westwick, and Penn Badgley, whose private wedding Chase attended. Crawford says that those Gossip Girl times felt like college for all of them, so connecting now feels like a special thing. Chase was somewhat pleasantly impressed by Netflix reviving the classic teen show. It's so wild to me. The same age demographic is now discovering it and coming up to me on the street. I still appreciate the love, but it's just funny how it's not gone away. Would he return in the reboot if HBO Max decided to reunite the old cast? I always say I'm open to it, but in reality, we're a lot older, so what would you do there? It'd be tough to get everyone back together, but maybe we could do a movie. It could be a riskier, grittier version, or just give it another 10 years and we'll be playing the parents of the new cast. While we still haven't given up hope of the Gossip Girl cast reuniting somehow, check out our video about their love lives. Click here and stay awesome.